Let's say that you're organizing a freestyle battle tournament at a con. You got everything picked: the time slot, location, judges, DJ, music playlist, host, and AV team. But now you gotta decide on a person to do a very important task: clock management. This person has the job of making sure that the event does not go over its time limit, manages the amount of time each battle takes, counts down the clock to let the dancers know that their battle's almost over, and also decides on which dancer goes first if there's a stalemate. It's entirely possible to give this role to your host, DJ, or someone that's on the AV team, but my suggestion is that you have a dedicated person fill this role since there's so many aspects to the job, preferably someone that's musically inclined. First thing you gotta discuss with your timekeeper is making sure your event fits within the planned amount of time. Here's some information you gotta decide on. Using this info with a quick bit of math would get you an estimate of how long the event would take. If your estimate is greater than the amount of time you have available, you may want to consider changing a few things so that your estimate time is less than the amount of time given. As mentioned before, your timekeeper will be keeping an eye on the clock in between battles to make sure it doesn't go over time. Here's a nice rule of thumb for single elimination tournaments. The first round of battle should take a little less than half the time that the event takes. There's a few things that your timekeeper can do in case the first round takes a little bit more time than expected. The second thing to discuss with your timekeeper is making sure they know how to make sure that each dancer gets the same amount of time to dance in each battle. Make sure that they have a microphone and a stopwatch during the event so they're able to count down time. Here's a couple of tips to keep in mind for each battle. At the start of a battle, do not start your stopwatch until a dancer starts dancing. This lets the dancers feel the groove of the song without any pressure of starting too early. If neither dancer wants to go first, spin a bottle with a little bit of water in it to determine who goes first. And yes, a little bit of water is necessary because it introduces enough chaos into the physics of the system so that the spin is effectively random. When a dancer's time is up, start counting down in time with the music on the downbeat of each measure. Do not count in time with your stopwatch. It can knock a dancer off the rhythm since your stopwatch time rarely matches the music's measure time. If a dancer wants to end their turn early, let them and don't penalize them. They'll signal to you when they are done so you can restart your stopwatch and let the other dancers start their turn. For each song, the first dancer always gets a little bit of a grace period before the timer starts, but the timer instantly starts the start of the second dancer's turns. Keep in mind there's a little bit of a disadvantage to going first in a dance battle, so giving that little bit of extra time to the first dancer will help keep things fair. And that's it! That's pretty much it! Definitely check out the battle events from AC and MFF from this past year. They should give you a pretty good idea of what to expect out of your timekeeper. On the other hand, dancerfur is a pretty good example of what not to do regarding timekeeping. I'm sorry y'all, you tried a bunch of new things, they didn't quite work out. I hope you can learn from those lessons for your next event. Also, thanks for the trophy, makes a great coaster on my desk. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I'll see ya in the next video. Where's my free reg, dancerfur? I was told that I'd be getting free reg for winning second place at your event. Where's my free reg?